Hey guys, have you met anyone who, whenever you make a request of him, the common response would always be, I don't have time. I am busy. I really can't find time to do this now. And when you look at such a one, you would imagine that he is busier than everybody. But the reality is that everybody has the same amount of time. Yet, some persons are on top of their game and still have time for leisure. The only thing that will give you enough time for leisure, even when you're very successful and productive, is effective time management. So this is a very important topic. We're going to be looking at tips for effective time management. I remain your friend Nkem Ede, your universal lecturer, having been in the university for 8 years and opted out voluntarily. But in those 8 years in the university, I had the opportunity to mentor a lot of young persons, and I discovered that a common problem most of them shared was time management. So let's tackle this topic and sort out everyone once and for all. So time management is planning and controlling how much time to spend on specific activities. That planning is very essential. We cannot afford to allow things to work on their own without planning. Of course, we know the popular saying that if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So I have 7 tips for you today for effective time management. Tip number 1, set goals correctly. Set goals that are achievable and measurable. When setting your goals, use SMART, which means the goals must be specific, the goals must be measurable, the goals must be achievable, they must be relevant, and they must be timely. So once you take into consideration these 5 attributes of a good goal, you are good to go. Tip number 2, prioritize wisely. You must prioritize your tasks, starting with those that are more important and more urgent. I presume we all know that every blessed day we must write our to-do list. It's advisable to form the habit of writing your to-do list at the end of each work day for the following work day. Now, group your to-do list in the following order. 1. Important and urgent. These are the ones you tackle immediately. 2. Important but not urgent. For such tasks, you decide when to tackle them. Urgent but not important. These are tasks you must try to delegate where possible. Then finally, not urgent and not important. These are tasks you keep aside to tackle at less premium time. Maybe when you are already done with important things. You may be feeling tired, diminishing return may have set in at such a time. Time management tip number 3. Set a time limit to complete a task. Make the extra effort to consider and assign time limits to each task on your to-do list. Doing this simple exercise helps to improve your efficiency and focus because you tend to work faster when you're trying to beat a deadline. That assessment of how much time each task requires will also give you the opportunity to spot problems and spot them on time, such that you will have the opportunity to assign or to delegate some tasks that you notice that the time available to you will not allow you to handle. If you don't notice it on time by not considering time required for your tasks, you see that you run out of time, and by the time you realize you are not going to meet up, it will even be too late to find somebody who can accept to do it for you within that short time remaining. Tip number 4, take a break between tasks. Doing a lot of activities without any break will lead you to lose motivation and focus, and diminishing returns will tend to set in faster. So take up tasks like taking a short nap, taking a little walk, talking with a friend, doing anything at all that will allow your brain to cool off before beginning the next task. 5. Organize yourself. For longer-term time management, you need a tool like a calendar. Use it to note deadlines for projects and for tasks that are part of completing the main project. Make use of the calendar for planning the particular days to fix some specific tasks. For instance, the persons involved in the task, you use the calendar to know the relevant days when they will be available. The mind cannot keep all of such information without aid. That's why you need tools. Tip number 6. Remove non-essential tasks and activities. It is important to remove excess activities to free up more time for yourself. So you must determine what is worth your time and what is not significant enough for your time. Remove those unessential tasks so that you have more time for more important things. When you spend more of your time for important things, your overall success will be more. And finally, tip number 7, plan ahead. When you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Make sure you start each day with a clear idea of what you want to do. And the easiest way to do it is making your to-do list at the end of the previous work day. That way you will have the opportunity of ruminating over what you have to do the next day. Even in your subconscious mind, ideas of how you're going to be tackling the task will keep coming to you, and you see that by the day you're supposed to do the task, you'll be filled with ideas and the workflow will be much better. So with these tips, you see that you will eliminate confusion at work, you will eliminate going forth and back, you will eliminate being clueless and planless. And that way you save yourself a lot of time, having direction, having momentum and speed. If you really loved these tips, please do give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, click on the notification bell as well so that you'll be notified when we upload another video. And feel free to share with us more tips that you apply for effective time management that has been helpful to you so that more people can keep updating their knowledge from your comments. I really would appreciate having you in our YouTube family. And when you subscribe, YouTube begins to recognize and give some reward for our efforts. So encourage our little efforts. Thank you and see you at our next video. Yeah.